In order for us to calculate your point, in order for us to calculate In order for us to calculate your points in real time, you will need to submit your form at the end of each round. This will bring you to an Edit Your Response page. Click on Edit Your Response, and then under the Pick a Round menu, select the round that we're playing. For example, here is the History round, and you can see all of the answer fields for you to fill in as you're playing along. Once you've filled those in, click Submit, Edit Your Response, and then head on over to the next round of gameplay. Again, here we've picked the Serial Killer round, click Next. All of the answer fields are there, and once you're finished, click Submit and then edit your response once again. I'm now unmuted on YouTube. Here we go. First song. It's only a 2-minute song, this one. As I said, if you get your team name in on this song, you'll be earning yourselves a bonus point. Best of luck. Here we go. Song number 1.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old past said. Boy, you got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got trouble, and I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together, see it through, 'cause you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
Get him in, guys. Get him in. Bonus points. There we go. Breakout room 1. Big fat hunt. There we go. Getting a bonus point for speed there. Right, here's the second one. What have we got? What have I got on the got some Christmas songs left over. This is a good one. Needs to be in by the end of this song.
It's alright, it's preferable.
Okay, everyone's in. We got both team names in. No messing about. That was very quick, guys. Very, very quick. Right, well, there we are. Let's crack on with the show. Starr Company's on the game show this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give them a massive round of applause. There we go. Oh yes. There we go. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, and welcome to Bucket Races, a journey through the history of game shows, a 90-minute interactive, immersive, bespoke, virtual game showing experience. We're going to be going head-to-head in a series of game show mock-ups that take us from the 1930s to the modern day, all with the intent of earning the most points and being crowned Bucket Races, a journey through the history of game shows champion. Now, let's see who we've got on the game show today. We've got It's Only Gay If You Push Back. And we've got Big Fat Hunt. And now Big Fat Hunt, you've got my favourite team name, primarily because you've got the word Hunt in your name. So we'll give them a massive round of applause. There we go.
Big fat hun, and you also got a bonus point for getting your team name in so quickly. You're off the mark. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So we've got our team names in. Everyone's ready and raring to go. So I think we should have a quick look at some of today's contestants.
Hi, my name is Tom Brakey, aka the organiser of the Starr Company's Games Night event.
Right, so a little introduction. I'm Jordan Nedler. I started at Starr like 8 or 9 months ago, and I handle like the majority of the process and work alongside Ben.
Good evening, Stephen Crook. Let the games begin.
As you all know, my name's Matt Williams. I am the good-looking one out of the team. I'm also the brains. Some fun facts: I'm terrified of cats, and my last meal on earth would be a pizza.
My name's Berto, and I am in a desperate need of a haircut.
Hi, my name's Andrew, I'm 25 and I'm from Essex.
Hello, I'm Ben Telling and I'm from all the way down in sunny Kent.
He's done his own cheer. We love that.
Unfortunately, this task has proven that I feel fairly as though I'm lacking talent and funny party tricks, but I do have a joke for you. So
Looks like a joke's found its way into the introduction.
A disapproving burglar walking down the stairs. It's a condescending descending.
Good evening, fellow Games Night contestants. Jimbo here, or feel free to refer to me by my poker name, Simdog7. This is currently my 6th time recording this, which should in essence tell you everything you need to know about me as a team member. Perfectionist, hard-working, and deadly with a pen in hand. Weaknesses: asthma, eyesight, illustrious pursuits of females. Over.
There we go. Good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Good stuff. Thank you so much for sending all of those videos in. Very nice to meet you all. Some fantastic stuff. Lots of banter there, which we like to see. So we've met the contestants. All we've got to do now is jump into the studio. So our journey begins in the 1930s, when the first ever broadcast came out of London. It was in 1936, and it wasn't long until the first ever game show appeared. First ever game show was called Spelling Bee, and its rules were simple. Teams of established organisations would go head-to-head at spelling the most correct words. It was the only game show of the 1930s, so let's go ahead and play our first game show of the evening, Spelling Bee!
For the second time, the battle is on, and Pathé Gazette is privileged to present exclusive pictures inside Broadcasting House, with spelling master Tom Woodruff at the table on the right. The British spellers you will see at the microphone are first actress Fabia Drake, second Secretary Margaret Baines, and third schoolboy J.E. Killick.
Hello, and welcome to Spelling Bee. The rules are simple. Spell the words correctly and you'll get yourself the points. I'll read 2 words to you in total, and you will have around 20 seconds to work out their spelling. I shall now read to you your first word. Your first word is verdancy. That's verdancy. I shall now use it in a sentence. I was surprised when I visited Scotland by the almost rainforest-like verdancy of the gardens. That's verdancy. Your second word is nudiosturgeon. That's nudiosturgeon. I shall now use it in a sentence. I ordered the toilet paper from Amazon that nudiosturgeon morning and was not expecting it to arrive until the following week. Nudiosturgeon. And that's it for Spelling Bee. Thank you, and good night. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. So, you can now submit your answers and then head on over to the next round of gameplay. So, I'm heading over to the next... Well, we skip a decade. We skip the 1940s because the UK was in the Second World War. So, it meant that TV production shut down. And when it did return, only one game show aired in the 1940s. It was called Play the Game, and it was essentially a televised version of charades. So we skip straight over to the 1950s. The first game show whose name still means anything to anyone is What's My Line? That ran from 1951 through to the mid-90s. So a few people might have caught the tail end of that one. And then in the 50s, Britain went game showing mad. Game shows were popping up left, right and centre. And we were introduced to the first ever music-themed game show.
Name That Tune, brought to you by Amazing Liquid Free Zone that removes corns and calluses, relieves pain fast. And now Free Zone presents Name That Tune. Yes, it's Name That Tune with Harry Salter's Orchestra and starring George DeWitt.
Thank you very much, and welcome to Name That Tune. This is meant to be an Elvis wig. It looks like I'm slowly being possessed by Kevin Keegan, who had a bit of a big Christmas. But there we go. We're going to play 4 songs for you. One from the 70s, one from the 80s, one from the 90s, one from the noughties. All you've got to try and do is name that tune. So here we go. First one from the 1970s. Absolute banger. But can you name that tune? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Right. Now we got one from the 1980s. This was a meme for about 10 years. So you might have been on YouTube trying to look up a tutorial for something. You probably ended up with this instead. But can you name that tune? Okay, now we've got one from the 1990s. This is their first ever single. It's an absolute cracker. I actually saw them live twice. First time I was quite excited. The second time I was a teenager, so I agreed to go. My mum thought that I still like them. And actually looking back, they're British icons now. They were very good. Here we go. Can you name that tune? There we go. Now we got one from the noughties. He's a producer. He's done his own films. He's a singer, songwriter. He does it all. Can you name this absolute cracker from the early noughties?
Look, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it? Just let it slip. Yo. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous.
There we go. Big Fat Hunt, 4 out of 4. No messing about. We'll give him a round of applause. And it's only gay if you push back. Also 4 out of 4. So there we go. No problems. It's a bit of a warm-up round, really, I guess. Very well done. No need for me to reveal the answers, as you all know what they are. So we're going to jump now into our second game show of the 1950s. It's the first ever game show that delved into the world of physical challenges.
People are funny. And starring hearts, winged letter.
Yes, hello. Welcome to People Are Funny. This was the game show that invited members of the audience up onto the stage to perform their best party tricks in order to win prizes. Now, before this experience began, a selection of you, in fact, actually a very large selection, I was very, very impressed, good stuff, sent us your best party tricks. And the judges here at Bucket Race, aka Evan and I, have put together a compilation of our favourite clips. And we've actually awarded the top 4 points. We've awarded 2 third places this evening. So once you see your clip, just remember what position you were in. Evan will come into your breakout room and he will assign the points to you correctly. So here we go. We're going to take a little look at that compilation now. I will say, ladies and gentlemen, very, very well done. First place and second place. Right, it's all good. Right, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, how many times can I jump a golf ball on this golf club? I'm going to have 3 attempts and 5 falls.
Now, we've had this one before. It is good, but because of the false starts, it didn't make it into the top 4. And that is also because first place. Although the more I'm watching it now, the more I'm thinking this is really quite impressive. I'm rubber. Oh! Not bad, but there was a lot of competition. Not sure whose dog this is, but it made it in. Also, if anyone knows me, if you put a dog video in, it's making it into the compilation. I wish I was there, by the way.
I can clap one-handed.
You'll be surprised how many times we've had chin in a pint as a party trick. I mean, I guess it's valid. Not badly done. Not badly done.
Right, so basically, my party trick is I can rip an apple in half with a bare apple. So, just a normal apple, obviously. It's a bit small, but...
Again, very impressive. Not bad, but I'm afraid you weren't.
An apple with my bare hands.
You weren't the only one.
Okay, so in terms of a party trick,
There you go. Bit of editing there, I think.
Right, in the absence of a Rubik's Cube, penny into glass.
Oh, absolutely. The celebration, yeah. You can cut so well. Just know he gets up and proper cheers around the front room.
My party trick is I can make balloons explode without touching them. Here's said balloon.
Very good stuff. I very much like this. We've never seen anything like this. Good. And here we go.
You get these 3 balls in that glass.
This is one of the best party tricks I've seen. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Good stuff. Good stuff. Some real originality there. Those final two. I've never seen anything like it. That last one, I didn't see it coming. Very funny stuff. Well done. You've earned your team 3 points. Second place, 2 points. Third place, both the third places, 1 point. Very well done, ladies and gentlemen. So Evan's going to come into your breakout rooms now. Please let him know which teams you are in. Now, we're heading back to the studio. We're heading on over to the 1960s, which means I can take this off. BBC Two was launched in the 1960s, but it didn't do a lot to alter the outlook for game shows, as BBC Two was designed for more serious programming. So it wasn't until 1967 that It's a Knockout came onto our screens. It was absolutely ludicrous. Massive costumes over 10 feet tall, gunge, bungee runs, huge turntables. It was just all out chaos. If you haven't seen It's a Knockout, it's worth getting it up on YouTube later. It's absolutely amazing. And then at the end of the 60s, the first ever sports-based game show came onto our screens. Yes, hello. Welcome to Questions of Sport. Now, the original version of this game show is the only game show to be on air over 30 years and never have a break. And, to boot, it's only ever had 3, well, it's going to be 4 now, but up until recently, it's only ever had 3 presenters. So there you go. It's unique in 2 ways. Now, don't worry if you're not a sports buff. We're not going to be asking you to stretch your cranial muscles on sports trivia this evening. No. In fact, we're going to be asking you to place your bets on our genuinely live, randomised, magnetised electronic horse racing game. You've got to see it to understand what I'm talking about, but this is genuinely live in our studio. Anything can happen. For the first time recently, we actually had a horse fall and take out the other horses. So out of about 80 something runs we've had, it was the first time that ever happened. So there we go. If you get first place correct, you will get your team 3 points, second place 2 points, third place 1 point. There's no points for fourth place, no points for each way. So saddle up, get ready for some horse puns and place those bets as we take a trip down to the Derby. In lane 1, it's main event. In lane 2, it's maybe it's Maybelline. In lane 3, we've got naked. And in lane 4, it's financially stable. So, place those bets. Place those bets. I hear the hoofs clicking and clacking. They're ready to go any moment now. And there they are. All lined up at the starting line. And they're off. Not a bad start by financially stable there. He's blasting out into the lead. Main event taking a nice first corner. Now it's a 2-lap race. I'm not sure anyone's going to catch fire. Oh, maybe main event is taking him there. It's going to be very close. It looks like naked is out of this one. Main event looks like he's going to take it. Although financially stable, no, not quite with the comeback. Main event. Financially stable, and then followed by maybe it's Maybelline. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Very well done. If you put your money on main event, you've just earned your team 3 points. If you went for financially stable, you've earned yourself 2 points. And actually, I've just seen, we've got the live scores here, both teams going for maybe it's Maybelline. So So you've both earned yourself 1 point. There we go. Even Stevens. With that, we're back to the studio. There we go. Exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. So, we'll do a bit of a round. Well, I'll tell you the scores. Have you, Evan, have you done the, you've been in the breakout rooms yet?
I haven't stopped there now.
Right, so he's doing that. We'll give you a roundup of the scores in just a moment. For now, we're heading on over to the 1970s. And this era is probably best described in 2 words. Benny Hill, this politically incorrect comedian, and countless others were having their fun over on ITV. In rebuttal, the BBC decided to create new game shows that were apparently for proper, upstanding, middle-class families in the form of Ask the Family, and this next absolute classic.
Life is the name of the game, and I want to play the game with you. Life can be terribly tame if you don't play the game with two. And I want to play the game with you.
There we go. It's my Brucey. So it's nice to see you. There we go. We'll do a round. We'll tell you what the scores are. Here we go. 7 points. It's only gay if you push back, meaning in the lead at the moment. And I'm telling you, this means nothing at this point. Everything can change. But in the lead at the moment is Big Fat Hunt with 13 points. So there we go. Welcome to Bucket Race's generational game. The original version of this game saw teams get into groups of 2, and those teams were always a generation apart, hence the name The Generation Game. They would go head to head in a series of tasks and challenges throughout the evening, and the ultimate winners would have a go on the conveyor belt game in order to win big prizes. This is exactly what you're going to be doing this evening. In just a moment, 15 items are going to come past your screen, and once they finish going past the screen, a minute countdown timer will appear. You'll have 1 minute to try and remember as many items as you can. So don't write them down as they're going past, because obviously that counts as cheating. So, a little bit about how to submit the answers. Try not to leave a space at the end. Poor Evan's got to go in and edit it out. And try and spell them correctly. If we can't tell what you're trying to say, or if it's too far out, if you miss a word out, or it's just completely not the right words, you won't get the points. So, the better you spell them, the more likely you are to get the points. And finally, if you get them in within the minute timer, there's an incentive, 2 bonus points. If you don't get them in within the minute, then you won't get any bonus points. So there you go, that's your incentive. And then we only give 30 seconds after the timer's finished, and you don't get any points. So it's probably better to submit within the timer. So here we go. 15 items, get ready. Get those memories going. Is that what you say? I don't know. Here we go. First one, Polaroid camera. The second one is the moon. Now, these are all items. We used to do this physically before it was all on the screen. Cuddly toy. That's a cuddly toy, not a teddy bear. Robot money box. PlayStation 1. So these are all items that we've actually got. I need to get the lava lamp. Baby Groot. The one we've got is in a plant pot and it dances. Dollar bill loo roll. Mario Kart 64. What a classic that is. Crystal Maze Ball. We've got a version of the Crystal Maze. We call it the Diamond Maze. We play that on our mashup night. Adult Heelys. Coffee Terrarium. A snow machine. Bucket Race Trophy. And finally, a pipe. So there we are. 15 items. You're going to have 1 minute now. Get it in within the minute. You get yourself 2 bonus points. Best of luck. 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left. Now this is one of the rounds that starts to separate the teams. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Well done to It's Only Gay If You Push Back. You've earned yourselves bonus points there. Big Fat Hunt missing out on bonus points, but let's see if the extra 30 seconds pays off. What I will say is, It's Only Gay If You Push Back. What is a trothy? What is that? Spelt with 2 R's. To be fair, you're under a time limit. You're under a time limit. There we go. So Evan's going to be doing a bit of manual clean-up there. Well done, Big Fat Hunt. You're in. Evan's going to be in there doing the clean-up. I will say, Big Fat Hunt, there was no snow globe, I'm afraid. We're going to go back now, take a look at what you might have missed. Here we are. Most people get the first one. First on the list. Polaroid camera. Second up, we got the moon. Now, oh, both teams getting that. Now, we don't own the moon. I think Elon Musk does, but we've got a little lamp version. Cuddly toy, well done. Didn't put teddy bear, that's correct. Robot money box, PlayStation 1, lava lamp. This is one a lot of people forget. Baby Groot. Dollar bill loo roll. People often just put loo roll. We need a dollar bill loo roll. Crystal maze ball. No one seems to have got that one. Adult Heelys. Both teams, I think, got that. Snow machine, both teams got that. A coffee terrarium, well done, Big Fat Hunt, you got that. Bucket race trophy, no one got that. Come on, you can get one of those later if you want. We got loads in stock. So we're not allowed outside. And finally, a pipe. Well done. Well done, guys. Evan's just going through, doing a bit of a clean up of the scores on that one.